Okay, so while I'm waiting on engine parts for the Versatile, we've gone ahead and you can see we got some semi doors here, and this is from Dad's 2000 Freightliner Classic. You can see it's doorless and visorless. You can see these doors. You can see the old sticker that was on there forever, and then the guys that took the stickers off, you can see, I don't know what the heck they were doing, but they scratched the living crap out of it. So instead of trying to buff this out and probably not getting all of the scratches out anyway, we're gonna go ahead and paint this. I'm gonna paint the visor too. It's chipped up pretty bad. I've got this door disassembled. It's the passenger side. This is the driver's side door. I'm gonna disassemble that. Figured I'd show you guys how them come apart while I'm doing it. And then once we get these apart, we'll start prepping for paint. We've got some different kind of paint here for this semi. DuPont Emron Elite. We've got 2 quarts of it here. It's a 2-part deal again. Here's the activator. There's the color. I just put some on a paint stick there. It's black with like a metallic in it. It's kind of almost grayish with all the metallic in there, but there's the paint. Hopefully that's enough to do 2 doors and a visor. So I'm going to swap this door out for this one, so I can work on it on the table saw there, the sawhorses. One other thing here you might notice is got a new wheel there. The old one was an original Freightliner wheel. I'm not sure what happened to the other ones in the back. I think the dealer stole them before he sold it. But the rest of them are steel there. But now we got one right here. This one matches the other side. That was the only original wheel left on it. For some reason they replaced the other side, but they didn't replace this side. Again, I think it's a dealer just being really cheap before he sold the truck. Because I'm pretty sure any Classic that left the factory, they all left with the aluminum wheels all the way around. That's the whole point of a Classic. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is you got to go along the edge here, take off all the bolts, the little bolts there, and some of these are breaking on me. Same with the other doors, some aren't. So you go all the way around the door, and then you're also going to take these 4 bolts off that hold the window crank. The other side, but it had a power one, so that had a different deal, but the same thing. You just take the bolts off. Then this whole sheet will come off, this whole steel sheet. Here's the access panel for the door handle. There's 4 screws. There's one missing on this one. There's 4 screws. You can actually take the handle out without having to deal with everything here, or without having to take this whole deal out. I'm going to take this window out too. This is rusted, we got new ones. You can actually take this window out without taking any of this stuff off. But since I'm painting the door, I'm just going to take everything out of it. And then we'll put new weather stripping and everything in these. So they're nice, nice new doors. But I'm going to get all these screws out here. And then we will continue on. Okay, got the bolts all off here. These are all Torx bits. Had quite a few actually on this door break off. But they're all Torx. They are all Torx unless you get some guy like we got here who did his own repair. I don't know what happened to this thing, but it's all bent up. And he put in regular Phillips here. And I'm not exactly sure what happened here, but when I get this open I might find out. But something happened over there. I'll have to straighten it out. See what we can do to fix that. But it's now ready to pull this panel off. Okay, so there's the inside of the door there. This thing here is just, you can pull this out just like this, slide it out of the track. This is out. We got to unhook our linkages here to get the door handle off. This is just like a car linkage here. You got a plastic tab. You got to pry the plastic tab off, unlock it, lift it out just like that. And you've got one for the, goes up to the inside door handle. You got one that goes to the latch. Well, that's the lock. This one here goes to the latch. And this one here works when you do the outside door handle. Like I said, it's got another clip. This one's a little harder. I'm going to need a screwdriver. Got to unclip all them. And then the door handle, you can see, is got like a wedge shape here that holds it on. So we got to loosen that bolt right here. This has got to be loosened out so this wedge can be slid out all the way over here and release these tabs. Then the door handle can be pushed out or down. Okay, I've already unclipped the inside door handle rod. Here it is. This is the door latch rod. And it's connected with the spring here. And this one here is the door lock. Same type of plastic thing. Got to and this door lock can actually, you can slide this whole rod out and there's the door lock. So this is ready to come out now. Just gotta loosen this screw up, slide it back. Okay, so we're gonna try to back this nut off of here. Using a 3/8 wrench here. Okay, once this nut is off, should be able to slide this out. Okay, so you gotta slide this all the way back so it clears the deal. Now once these that wedge is out, you should be able to push the door handle down and out. And there's the door handle. And there's the... Okay, so we got the door handle out, window crank. I did remove the rod there. All the rods are removed from everything. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this vent window out. I'm going to do that before I take this out, just to show you that you can take this vent window out without actually disassembling anything on the door, except for what I'm about to show you. This bolt here has to come out, and then you have mounting bolt right here, a mounting bolt right here, and then there's a mounting bolt right there. It's all full of silicone for some reason. It must have been leaking. Gotta cut that silicone away so I can get at that bolt, and then you could slide this whole assembly out. So I'm going to take care of these bolts here, these 4 bolts, and then I'm going to show you how this thing slides out. Okay, I found on both doors that this bolt is corroded, so it needs a little bit of help coming out with a hammer. But just like I said, these door skins are aluminum, so you just have to be real careful. There's also an insert in there that has to come out. There's a sleeve. This sleeve has to come out too, because I believe it's going down in there holding the vent window. See, there's a sleeve here that goes on this. That's got to come out too. Okay, these screws here, or these bolts here and here and up there, they've got this screw like this with like a odd shaped washer with a gasket on there. I'm guessing that's to keep water out. I got one more here. I got to scrape off the all the silicone right there and get that one out. Okay, so we got all the 4 mounting bolts off this vent window, and it should come out. You're gonna have to take this channel off right here. There's some more weather stripping that's gonna have to come off so your window can slide out. And it's a tight fit, so you're gonna have to kind of work it. Also, on this weather stripping here, this here has to stay with the door. So that's got to come off. And there's the vent window. This weather stripping has to stay with the door because it goes all the way down for the window. That's what the channel the window runs on. The whole reason we're disassembling this whole door is to replace all these and all these with new ones. So the door is nice and quiet. But that's how you get this vent window out. You don't have to take these out, so you can replace it without taking the door completely apart. want to show you how rusty this one is here. I mean, look at that. It's pretty much done. We got new ones. Okay, the next thing I'm going to take off this door is this the inner door handle and pull here. You can see ours is already cracked. To get this off, you're going to have to take the rest of these out. These are for, I believe they hold the mirror too, if you have a mirror on your door. Our mirror is on the cab on this truck. So these two got to come out. You've got 1, 2, 3 mounts or bolts over here. And then you've got 3 bolts over here. 1, 2, 3. And on the other door, most of them broke. There's an insert. There's a steel insert. You can see that's one of the mounting bolts. There's a steel insert inside plastic. And the plastic spun and broke on the other door, the passenger door. I'm guessing this is going to be no different. These are going to break. We actually have new pieces for these now because the other one, like I said, the other one broke. I'm guessing this one's going to do the same thing. So I think Dad said 130 bucks for them, which isn't cheap. And then the vent window is 90 bucks, I believe he said. So disassembling this door and putting it back together with new parts is not that cheap a thing to do, but what do you do when things break? I'm going to get these bolts out and then we'll pull this off. Okay, 3 bolts come out on this side, but what I found here is there's only 2 mounting bolts and it's up here. I found that they're already broke. They've been broken by someone else. I'll give you a shot of what these are before I take them out. But that's that. Okay, giving you a close up here. This is what holds that plastic piece. They got like a knurled nut that bites into the plastic. Well, that failed. You know, that just spins there and then you break your plastic. Like I said, this side, all of them came out. This is the deal that restricts the door from going too far open. If they go too far open, they hit your air cleaner there. And actually this door, this is the driver's side, I'll show you once I flip it over. It's already hit that and it's got a dent in it, so I gotta try to work that out. But next thing is to come out, I'm just gonna pull the window out. And this actually, without the bolt running down through here, this is free. So you could actually pull the window out. You could just pull this over and pull the window out. So I'm going to get these bolts out, pull the window out, and this door will be disassembled. Okay, so I'm going to pull the window out next. There it is. Okay, so this door now is disassembled. Everything except for weather stripping. There's a weather stripping here we got to replace. I'm going to disassemble that too before I paint it. It's held in place by rivets. You can see some of these, 3 of these rivets have given up. This one here is still okay. So we're going to have to rivet that back on actually before I paint this thing, because the rivets go all the way through on the other side. I can flip the door up here. Them little rivets actually hold that seal on there. And this is another reason I wanted to paint this door, is because that piece right there is bad. According to Dad, you can get this this piece here. You can get that piece right there with the weather strip already riveted on, but then you got to rivet on that piece. So either way you go, you still got to rivet. Figure out how to rivet or bolt a piece on here. Them smaller rivets are what hold that on. So I'm going to have to do this before I paint it. I'm going to have to put this piece on there because that's what they did. So I'm going to grind these off, and then I'm probably going to have to end up drilling out a little bit of them so I can pound the rivets back through. Okay, so I've got the rivets drilled out, pounded out. Here's one. It'll focus there. There it is. So we'll have to find something to replace this to install the new wiper there before I paint it, just like they did. So I guess that's it for the disassembly of these doors. I got to disassemble this visor here. It's nothing but a couple screws on each light, and then there's one mounting deal here that holds the wiring harness, and all this comes off, so that's fairly easy. I'll just do that off camera. So I guess that's it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed the Freightliner door disassembly, and I'll see you in the next one.